Namaste and a very warm welcome to everyone. I welcome you all once again to this special audition of the Shiksha Ratan Samman Selection Podcast presented by Prithvi Abhyudaya Educators Association India. Today we have the privilege of interacting with an inspiring educator whose dedication and contribution to the field of education have made a meaningful impact. Through this conversation, we hope to learn more about their journey, vision, and commitment to shaping young minds. But before starting, let me introduce myself and I'll give a short description of the PAAI and its founder, chairperson. I am Dr. Nidhi Goyal, an educationist and an academic leader. I have more than 16 years of experience in the field of education. Currently, I am serving as a principal in SBA School, Mohali. I am the national director of this organization, Prithvi Abhyudaya Educators Association India. PAAI is a national organization committed to recognizing excellence in education and celebrating educators, school leaders, and institutions that are transforming lives through innovation, dedication, and service. PAAI is founded by Dr. Harshwarddhan Singh. He has more than 13 years of experience in the field of education. He has received more than 90 national and international awards. He is also the founder director of PSM Word School, Behdala, District Una, Himachal Pradesh. So today we have with us Ms. Neelu Javla, Principal Narayana Educational Institutions. So welcome to this show, ma'am.
Very good evening, Jai Hind. Thank you so much for having me here on board. Yeah.
So, ma'am, could you please briefly introduce yourself and share your journey in the field of education?
It's been 2 decades in the field of education so far. I started my journey with Kendriya Vidyalaya as a contractual PGT. And since then, there had been no looking back. I had a privilege of working with Shiv Nadar Foundation for 7.5 years in capacity of HOD English. Later on, I had been fortunate enough to be adjoined with Birla Vidya Mandir, Nainital, that is 159-year-old hardcore residential school for boys. And I was the first female to be appointed there in the history of school. I worked there as a senior mistress, as a founder principal at GD Goenka, also worked with Sri Ram International School and presently serving Narayana. I had got my PG done in English and education. I have a certification in school management from Harvard Business School. Other than that, I completed my TESOL training from Coventry, Canada. I have 4 books to my credit and a few papers as well. So I had been helping people across several domains, educators, principals, being a master trainer with UNESCO, CBSE, and NCERT so far. So that's all about me. And apart from being into education and helping the people around, uplifting them wherever I'm in need, I have a deep interest in reading. I'm an avid reader and writer. I have a deep interest in dancing, in classical specifically. So that's all about me. Thank you for having me on board today again.
So it was great to hear about your this educational journey. So you told me that you have interest in reading and writing. So what kind
Yeah.
of you are fond of reading books? What sort of books you are fond of?
I read almost all kind of it, right from Percy Jackson to the 20th Wife, and from Alchemist to the Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka recently that I have read. And as far as writing is concerned, my genre is poetry and self help. So I have written 4 books so far. The fifth is about to come. So one is Hindi poetry. So I have a deep interest in Hindi literature as well. I have read a lot in Hindi. Bhishma Sahani, he is one of my favorites. Amrita Preetam. There are so many contemporary writers who write so well. Divya Karuna Banerjee is one of them. So reading actually makes you wise. Education, getting degrees and the formal education setup, they make you intelligent, educated, but reading actually makes you wise.
So we wish you all the best for your upcoming fifth book.
Thank you so much.
Okay, ma'am. So, ma'am, what inspired you to take up educational leadership as your career?
I became a principal at the age of 36. So it's been 7 years into a headship position so far. Well, what had inspired me? I feel that there's a lack of ambidextrous leadership so far in this domain. We have seen leaders, we have idolized them, we have followed their footsteps. But what I feel is, as a millennials now has, saying a lot many Gen Z's problems coming up, right? So it's not about who is perfect there. But what I feel is that in our own capacity, we should make the difference that we want to see in the world out there. So, in a leadership position, I believe it's not bossism anymore. You need to set a right example. So, things those I have seen observed lacking in the system, I wanted to fulfill them. I believe that knowledge shared is power multiplied. And I hope you would second my opinion in that ways, right? So, while we see the loopholes and while we really want to work at the grassroots level, we need to come up to that level. So, what I have felt over the period of time is that if you have been observing certain thing, so it's better to be the part of the solution, not to be the part of the problem. So, if I talk about in specific over the years, what had been my leadership style, I would first work upon that skill at my own. I'm a very learnable person, right? So I believe that you need to learn, relearn, unlearn, and that's what the pattern it goes on for whole life. So when you have taken the leadership, like it's a debatable question whether leadership is taken or leadership is given, actually leadership is shown. And if in your tenure, be it any kind of a profession so far, be it engineering, medical, or politics, if you're not able to create people who have a bigger vision in life, and you could only do that if you have that conviction in yourself. So I had felt that urgency that if I am somebody who is ready to learn, why not create people who are also ready to learn, right? And who are, that energy is contagious specifically. So I wanted to bring that energy on board, where in my team they're also reinforced, they are naturally motivated towards achieving great things. If the teachers, they are convicted about the vision and the mission, they will of course look for the better things to do in life. And once the skilled pool of people, they are put at the right platform, they will definitely going to create good generation later by. So the posterity who is going to the future of the world, of the country, of the community, they can only make a difference if they have somebody who is backing them with all the right tools at the right time.
Very well said, ma'am. I'm truly agreed with your points. Ma'am, as the principal of Narayana Educational Institutions, what is your vision for creating a learning environment that nurtures both academic excellence and personal growth?
Well, ma'am, if I talk about Narayana, Narayana is operational across 23 states in the country with 900 plus institutions. And our USP is academics. Over the period of time, we are also evolving. So, when it comes to Narayana, we are a very intact system where we work a lot on research and development. Like these things we hear in college, but here we have a team of people who are working paramountly, mammothly, day in and out to create the material, the content that has to be taught in the classroom. There's a lot of research that is backed up by while the curriculum it is planned. Number two, there is a system here, Marvin, while we talk about the hierarchy of it, the nomenclature of it. So we are completely different from any other institution, though every institutions blame that. Okay. But when it comes to Narayana specifically, your skills are honed here, right? You get a correct platform, be it like when we talk about all the stakeholders, the parents, the students, and as well as the teachers, Narayana take everyone hand in hand. So it's not that it's not a one-man show. So wherein it comes to running this education platform, the responsibility is divided. So we understand that everybody when coming and joining us, they come with a different talent pool. Here at Naraina, we talk about sustainability of human resource. So when if somebody is good in a certain domain, we try to use that resource to the maximum level. because everybody comes up on the platform with a different set of skill and different perspective, but we all work towards the same goal, that is the holistic development of not only the learners but also the educators at the same time. So we respect the talent and we do not leave anybody behind. Like CBSE also talking about no child left behind, we also believe no teacher left behind. So these two are basically, they are the backbone of the Narayana system, wherein we are looking ahead to upgrade the educators, and there's a lot of time, energy, and money that we invest into teachers training part as well. So once facilitators are there and they have all tools correct in the place, the TLM, the pedagogy, the methodology, the innovative approaches, and there's a huge team sitting and they're working 24/7 so that we can deliver what is expected. See, we are creating the generation for the kind of professions they do not exist right now. So if an institution is not in alignment with those vision, with the mission of it, and when we talk about every school says we are futuristic, so that futuristic edge we get at Narayana. And even if I talk about Shivnadar Foundation, even if I talk about Birla, they're also doing so well in the domain. So we need to see all the schools as, it's a one game and we are at the same team. We are not the competitors. If we look at the larger picture of it, if we really want to uplift the country, so we all need to somewhere, align in the vision of what education is meant for actually. As Swami Vivekananda has rightly said that education is nothing but a manifestation of perfection already present in man. So we can replace that man to human, and though education is a lot of female-driven profession, so of course, yes, kids already have it. There is like a lot of many things have changed over the period of time. So we also need to upgrade ourselves. So when I say that all institutions, when we claim that we are developing and learning holistically, we need to set the vision, the benchmark very high, because we are dealing with the future generation and it will decide the future of the planet as well.
Right, ma'am. Ma'am, you are heading Narayana institutions in which city?
I'm in Gurgaon, ma'am.
Pardon, ma'am?
I am in Gurgaon, though there's a lot of traveling happening between Gurgaon and Hyderabad and other branches as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ma'am, can you share a moment in your career that reaffirmed your belief in the power of education?
There have been so many, and I would specifically like to talk about Shivnadar Foundation. Shivnadar Foundation, they have a university, they have Shivnadar schools also, and they are three philanthropic organizations they're dealing with, that is Vidyagyan Leadership Academy. And they handpick the students from the rural, underprivileged background who are meritorious. There's a rigorous process of selection that happens over there. So during tenure of Shivnadar, I had a student, Sudiksha Bhati. She belonged to a family those were deprived of basic amenities even, and she could be able to crack the Baxton 100% scholarship. So when it comes to education and when we see students talking about that there's no money to pay fees and I do not have enough of resources. So there are thousands of such examples of Shivnadar Foundation, thousands of them, where the students, they excelled in spite of the fact that the money was not there. So when it comes to real power of education, money is never a constraint. So all the learners out there, this message for them, you need to be aware enough. There are institutions, there are organizations, and in fact, government is doing a lot more. There are 40 plus scholarships available, and there's a lot of hand holding along with that. So when you know the right people, when your circle is aware enough, there's no dearth of opportunities, and money is never a constraint. So what I over the years is that if you really want to make a change, a sea change in the society, education is the only transformational tool. Because the way it goes via education, there is no other way. And when we say education, I'm not only talking about literacy, I'm talking about awareness at the same time. So yes, if you have talent, there are people who are going to, put your talent to use. They're there to handhold you. So look forward to the people, to the organizations who actually cater to your talent. And money is never a constraint. And education actually is the right weapon when it comes to the big change in the society. As it is said, be the change you want to see in the world. So it begins with yourself. Like lot many times there's question asked to the teachers, the principal, the educators, right? That whom you look up to and whom you idolized. I am saying out of my experience that you need to look up to yourself. There's the first person you need to do, right? You explore, you retrospect, introspect about yourself, right? Then, I mean, there is this no, sky is not even the limit then when it comes to achieving.
Right, ma'am. Sky is not the limit. Correct. So, ma'am, what are your views on CBSE's recently new policy on languages, three-language policy? So, what do you think? Will it benefit the students or will it be an extra burden on the students? What are your views on that?
As far as three languages policy or this particular formula is considered that has been initiated by CBSE, it's going to be beneficial for the student. Because there had been limited scope as far as languages are concerned, and somewhere down the lane, the touch of the regional or national language we have been losing. So when there would be a three-language formula, compulsorily the child, also the educator, they have to undergo that particular curriculum. So I feel that is going to happen a sea change in education system. English though remaining the official language, we call it a global language, right? But yes, three languages formula of course is going to benefit. Apart from that, when if we like talk about NEP followed by the national curriculum framework, language should not be a constraint when it comes to learning. And when it's going to happen in the regional language in the mother tongue, of course the impact is going to be more. And learners, it's a understanding. It's not about the rote memorization of the facts. So when we talk about the 5 C's that NEP says, the critical thinking, the collaborative learning, the creativity, right, and the communication. So when communication happens in the target language, in the mother tongue, of course, the results would be better off. So I strongly feel that this particular initiative by CBSE is going to be beneficial for the learners.
It was wonderful to hear your thoughts and you have shared wonderful insights with us. Before we conclude, let's have a quick and interesting segment, the 3-word challenge. I'll ask you a few questions and your task is to answer each question in just 3 words.
All right, ma'am.
So are you ready, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am, definitely.
Yeah. The first question is, describe yourself in just 3 words.
Confident, unconventional, and bold.
Great. Describe your school in 3 words.
Innovative, collaborative, consistent.
Great. Describe your dream education system in 3 words.
Well, that would give a pave to critical thinking, original thinking, and the real-time research.
Great. And how can you describe today's students in 3 words?
Fast-paced, ready to learn, energetic.
Nice. And the last one, ma'am, please describe your leadership style in 3 words.
Collaborative, ambidextrous, cool.
That's great. Ma'am, it has been a pleasure having you on this Shiksha Ratan Samman Selection Podcast. So on behalf of Prithvi Abhyuday Educators Association India, we wish you all the very best for the selection process and your future endeavors. Thank you for joining us, ma'am.
I would also extend my thanks to Dr. Harsh and to you also. It's been nice talking to you.
Same
I
here,
hope
ma'am.
it could make a difference out there. Yes.
You're definitely right. Thank you.
Thank you so much.